gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Everybody, let me know if you can hear me. Trying to get some more light in here. Is that more light? I just got finished eating. Stuff in my face. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Ooh, I don't like that either. Y'all, this light. Oh, it is not lightning. Hold on. I don't know what is going on with this light. Let me try to fix it, you guys. Give me a second. Let me try to fix it. That ain't 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 it. Bring me back, child. Bring me back. I see like this little glare. Hold on one second. It's like this little black shadow area right here. What is that? What is that? Let me turn it off and turn it back on. Let me fix it. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't stand when things are not the way I like it. It should be on resolution. Where is that black thing? It's right here. Oh, the damn fan. Lord Jesus. It's the fan, y'all. It's the fan. I thought it was the resolution. It's the damn fan, y'all. It's the fan. It is the fan. Okay. Quiero Taco Bell. Quiero Taco Bell. Let me put some light on it. Hold on. Quiero Taco Bell. How y'all doing? Thumbs up if y'all can see me. She said we can hear you. Why is it doing that though? I don't like it. I know y'all probably like Amore is not doing anything. It's doing something to me. It's flickering. Y'all don't see it? Anyway, y'all probably don't even see it. I'm gonna get it right one day. I'm gonna get this thing right one day. I'm gonna get it right. So today we are finishing up with Cora and TD Jakes, honey. Anyway. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? We're gonna finish up, but before we get into that, first of all, let me give a big shout out to everybody. Please hit that thumbs up button for me, please. And thank you. Hit that thumbs up for me, please. And thank you. Today is $5 Friday. I just came back from the nail shop. It is cold outside. So I'm trying to warm up just a little bit. Y'all like my nails? Look at this. I copied off of my daughter. Y'all see this? Look. Isn't that cute? I think that's so cute. Anyway, I copied off of her. She's jazzy, not me. But listen, before we get into this story, I just want to talk for just one brief moment. And then we're going to get right into our story, okay? Because we got to finish this story from yesterday, okay? But before we get into our story, I do want to say something. Hold on, let me just make sure I pull it up before we get into it, okay? You guys told me to go to Tasha K interview because she said more on that one. She didn't talk much on this one. Girl, with these nails, I gotta be careful. Okay. She said you are going in and out. Oh, am I? Am I going in and out? All right, hold on. All right, what about now? Can y'all hear me now? Let me know if y'all can hear me now. If it was going in and out, let me know if you can hear me now. Okay, it says you're fine. Okay. All right, but before we get into it, hey, Sean, listen, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard about what's been going on. Nice to see you here, honey. Listen, I don't know if y'all heard about what's been going on the YouTube streets today. Okay, it's a mess. But I want to talk about it just for a little bit, and then we're gonna get into our story. I know y'all probably like, more stay the hell out of this. Well, I would, but I'm not. Um, Without getting in the mess, she said it's a mess. It is, Mama Three. But let me just say this. And my hands dry as hell. I need lotion and everything. I feel bad for Sean that she's going through this, as I feel bad for anybody that's going through this that didn't warrant it. Oh, where's my lotion? Y'all, the housekeepers came today, and when they come, they move shit around. Oh well. Oh, right here in my face. So, listen. Thank you, Lady V, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Listen, you guys, Sean is the lawyer that we talked about on our panel. Y'all remember when I said the TMU lawyer, the TMU attorney, or whatever? They are. She said, I just think it's crazy because she did a damn video of our age and they didn't like that. Like grow up. Well, let me just say this. I just feel like anybody, of course, anybody can do a video on whoever they want to do a video on. But this shows more of the character of people than it does Sean. All right. I'm not going to talk too much on this, you guys. This is what I'm going to say. If anybody can't see what's going on, okay? If you don't speak highly of that individual and you want to point out the foolishness, you're not supposed to. If you are on that side, and I say that side, y'all know I don't really do sides, but if you are amongst those delulus, when you see people do foolishness, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to turn a blind eye. That is what they want you to do. That is your requirement, to turn a blind eye, to not speak out of what you see. You're supposed to pretend that it's not there. You're supposed to come out here and lie and say you didn't see it, you didn't hear it. That's not what it means to you. You're supposed to come out and say it was a skit. You're supposed to come out and ignore the foolery and the effery. And you're supposed to use your panel as a content creator to work for that individual. You're supposed to have super chat parties and pump money into that person's bank account, okay? That's what you're supposed to do. Let me just say this. I think it's a mess. I think it's horrible to stand beside someone one day and then the next day drag them for filth. Okay? And say all types of defamatory things about them, like they got 50 felonies. That's absolutely ridiculous. If a person had 50 felonies, do you really think they'll be free? She said, I think you are missing a bunch of people that are in Jenny's chat. She's on fire tonight, but I can't miss my girl Amore. Yeah, I know. I was listening to Jenny for a minute and I said, hey, I'm not going to let Jenny be Jenny tonight. Jenny is on fire and she's on point. I heard some of hers and she is definitely on point. So if you want to hear about the Robert, you could definitely go over there. I'm not talking about him over here. I'm about to talk about something else, but I just wanted to say to Sean, what you did, Sean, was not wrong. Don't let nobody tell you what you did was wrong. You saw something, you voiced your opinion. You didn't even drag the joker. You had an opinion and got your ass chewed for that. That should show you more about those people than about yourself. Okay. You don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Now, of course, if you want to prove whatever, you can, but you have nothing to prove. They won't prove it. They ain't gonna prove that they got degrees, that they ain't felons, that they ain't mentally stable, that they ain't on medication. They're not gonna do that to you, so you don't owe them that. They thank you, Granny of 8. They're gonna talk about you. Mainly because now they know that you and I are in contact with each other. They're going to talk about you. But see, what they don't know is, Sean, majority of them people over there have reached out to me, including Miss White. So the effery is hilarious at this point. But Sean, just know you're not the only one. You got Jaffe, Tim, Brina, Internet Sister herself, Ashley G, Ashley D, Ashley C, Break Room, Jared, and now you. And that's not even in the same order. So just know that everybody that has tried to break away and not be a part of the Lulu and the negativity, because that's what it is. Everybody that has tried to break away has been drugged for filth. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's easy to drag someone, but then you have to stop and say, because they're gonna do it more than today. They're gonna do it tomorrow, the next day, and whatever the case may be. You just have to know that it's coming and just close your ears. You got people that's new that was once supporters that are now speaking out. Exactly, Granny of 8. It's cult-like behavior. It's definitely cult-like behavior. But you just have to know that don't take it personal, because sometimes you can take it personal, but sometimes you have to just say, you know what? I'm not going to take this personal. Thank God I'm out of it. Sometimes you got to count your blessings and thank God that you're out of it, okay? She said, yes, straight coat. They always accuse us of exactly what they are. Exactly, Mrs. Hurd. Exactly. And I'm just going to say one more thing. This actually shows a lot of the character of the person that they are defending. Let's take a minute on that, just one. If the person that they are defending was a good person, if this person was a good person, they would actually speak out and say, no, I don't want you to do that. That's not necessary. I don't want Black women fighting on my behalf. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. It is distasteful. Cut it out. Because if they can reach out to people for anything else, they can reach out to people and tell them, don't do this. So this tells more of the character of who they're defending and more on the character of who they are. Okay. And I'm actually loving it. And let me tell you, Sean, I'm not loving it on your expense, because I think it's horrible that they're doing that to you. But I love that they call me all types of crazy mental names, all type of demonic and evil spirits. And then they turn around and show that they are exactly what they try to blame me of being. Everything they try to accuse me of being, they're showing people that that's who they are. So keep showing who you are, baby. Keep showing who you are. All right, let's get to the topic. Sean, hold that head up, soldier. Soldier, hold your head up. Okay? And just know this. Majority of them people can't walk not 1 mile in your shoes. Not 1 mile in your shoes. From one soldier to the next. They can't walk not 1 mile in your shoes. Okay? All right? No matter what. No matter what. They can't walk a mile in your shoes. All right? She says, thank you for your support. Not about size. You didn't even know until they brought it to the forefront. Thank you. You are absolutely right. Okay, Sean? And it's not about size. We ain't got no side. It ain't no side. They on the side by themselves. The Lulu side. Okay? That's just what it is. All right? Thank you, Quantity and Wayne. Appreciate that super chat. Let's get into the Cora Jakes. So last night I left and I went and I listened to some more of this young lady's interview, but I listened to it with her and Tasha K. Y'all know Tasha K push a little harder. Okay. Now I'm gonna say this and we're gonna listen to it. I actually kind of believe a little bit more of what she's saying as far as she's saying that she was kind of threatened, like, if you don't give me the child, I'm gonna take him away from you. But what I'm not understanding, and this is what I'm trying to get at, what was going on at the time this young lady was put in that situation. I'm beginning to think it was more than postpartum depression. Okay. I'm beginning that she may have shared some things like suicide thoughts or something like that to this young lady, to Cora Jakes or whatever, in order for her to have an edge up on her, because I noticed that she never took it to the police or anything like that before giving up her child. However, I did hear her say the child's father is or was, well, he was in the child's life, but he is a behind the scene type of person. He didn't want to come out and be drugged and dogged and talked about for filth. That's why he never came forward. Okay. And that he's fighting for his son, but more like in the private. He's not that type of guy that he wanted to come out to the open, which I thought was kind of weird. You just let mama come out to the open and you ain't saying nothing. However, and I feel like we're gonna sit here and listen some more, but I feel like Michelle feels like she owes Cora, because Cora kind of gave her a break by allowing her to come live at her house when she was at her lowest. So I feel like she feels like she owed Cora for something. Okay, so let's pull up the one with Tasha K. Again, it was 2 hours. It seemed like all her videos are 2 hours long with this particular young lady. And let's thank you guys so much. Today is $5 Friday, and I have 3 super chats. So if you guys want to bless my channel and participate in $5 Friday, please do so. And thank you very, very much. Okay, I appreciate. Oh, you know what? Let me put my little thing up. Hold on, where is it at? I forgot. Bam! $5 Friday. Let's get it. 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 Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right. $5 Friday. Do not forget, please, and thank you. Okay. All right. Hold on. I gotta move this out the way. I gotta make it a background. Hold on. Instead of an overlay. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do it, am I? Hold on. Why is it not a background already? I may have to where did I put it? All right, hold on. Trying to make it a background and not an overlay, but I don't. Hold on. I'm not gonna do it that way. Hold on. Oh, here you go. All right, let me make it a background. And not an overlay. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Taco Bell. All right, here we go. So let's listen to a little bit of what she told Michelle. Now, y'all, excuse me, Tasha K. Y'all already know Tasha K pushes a little further than a lot of interviewers. Tasha K be wanting to know the real news, the real tea, like what's really going on. So I like the way Tasha K questions her. Okay, so let's listen a little bit. And if y'all have questions, please put them in the chat.
No. Um, you have the guest house, um, which was Cora and Sarah's house.
Okay.
Which was like a I think it was either 2 or 3 bedrooms because I think Malachi room was over there as well. But I know it had 2 bathrooms. It had a full equipped kitchen, a big living.
So her
space.
kids stay separate.
Yeah, they didn't stay in the same. Although the both houses are on the same property,
Yeah.
they did not stay in the same house.
What kind of shit is that?
Oh, got money. Your children grow up different, but yeah, and they have a barn on the property as well, and then they have.
Can you imagine being 15 or 16 years old and you kind of had your own house? You kind of had your house that sat on a house, sat on the land, but you wasn't actually in the house. How amazing is that?
the 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 house or whatever you want to call it, where it's like where you get your hair done, your nails and your feet and stuff like that, like a space for beauty.
Okay.
As well on the property. So it's a pretty mansion.
Maids, right.
Maids, they have chefs, they have all of that. Drivers, it's
I
a
know,
security
Teresa.
guard at the front of the gate when you come in on their property. So yeah.
Okay. And I'm sure all of their members are living on that type of.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I mean, listen, I mean, people do things differently. I just can't. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
They had golf courts. So you drive. That's how big it is.
So as a child, like, were you taken away by that kind of stuff? Like, were you like, dang?
I will always go and be like, man, you know, I wish I had my own room. I wish I could. I wish.
Oh, house. That's not an old room. That's old.
Their own house, right?
This is at 15 years old. She went to visit her friend Michelle, and Michelle went to go visit her friend Cora Jakes, and Cora Jakes is living in a whole nother house on the land, like a little guest house, I guess. That's amazing, amazing.
Her parents' house coming up.
Hey, at that time, I would take my own room.
I wouldn't even let my daughter stay in her room and close the door.
Yeah.
Let alone having a guest house for my kids.
Yeah, and Cora's favorite flower is a
Oh
tulip. So Bishop or First Lady, I'm not sure which one, did a tulip garden.
Everybody give Tinkers a big thank you. Look, she done came through and dropped the 99, 99. Child. Thank you so much, Tinkers, for always being a blessing. I do appreciate you thoroughly. Thank you so much, Tinkers. Love you, love you, love you. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, here we go.
The house, and it's probably still there, but yeah.
So they still living.
Hey, RL, I was thinking the same thing. That's probably how Sarah got pregnant at 13. Okay, she was living in her own house and she was scared of living there by herself. Somebody was sneaking up in that house with her. I probably shouldn't say that, Lord, but I mean, hello. If they got their own house, she probably like, you can come over, honey. They ain't coming over here.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay.
Bishop and First Lady, as far as I know.
Okay. All right. All right, that's different. It's very different. I know people like they got money, but I'm not living separate from my kids. What was the dynamic?
I'm not living separate
What
from
was
my
the
kids
dynamic
either.
between the Jakes, TD, and Sarita, and her kids? Like, did you see a lot of direct parenting going on?
No.
Hey, Ashley.
First lady will only come to the guest house if it was somebody there that she didn't like one of her friends that she didn't like or she didn't approve of, or just to pop in and nosy. But most of the time they're in their quarters. They're in their Cora and Sarah in their quarters. Dexter did live in the big house with his parents, because Dexter is the youngest. When I was going to
The youngest son lived in the big house with his parents because he was the youngest. But the teenage daughters had their own house on the land. Damn.
Jermaine and Jamar was not living there, so they had already um, left the ground because they're older.
Okay.
They're older than Sarah and Cora.
Okay.
You know, in the African community, Teresa, they do send their kids to Africa for a while. Maybe, I don't know if it's a year or 6 months or a year or 2 years or whatever, just for the parents to kind of groom them into their culture, and then they send them back. So I don't know if her kids are back yet, but I do know that they did go to Africa because it's a tradition. I looked it up. They send their kids for Africa, send their kids to Africa to, I don't know, be groomed or fit. I don't know what it's for, and then they send them back. I think it's something about their culture to try to get that instilled in them, and then they send them back.
Now, I guess we could say, and this, I'm sure this ain't got nothing to do with you, but, I did see the Dr. Phil segment with Sarah and with Cora. And now we can understand why there's so many pregnancies going on. Because when you have young girls like that.
Oh, she about to spill it, honey. She about to say how Cora was fast in the pants, just like she was. Okay.
That much freedom. I'm just saying, like, I can see how it could be real easy for them to, engage in certain practices because they don't have that parental guidance or control. They're kind of able to do what they want. And from some of the things that you alleged, because you were pretty close to Cora. And I did see like the Dr. Phil segment with Sarah and Cora saying that she had wrote a letter to her mom.
Yes, that is the thing
to say that Sarah was pregnant at 13, and it's like I write a letter to your mom, so now it's making sense. Like your mama couldn't see that her daughter was pregnant, or
they hid their pregnancy until Sarah was over the term to get an abortion, where she wasn't able to get an abortion. That's how long they hid the pregnancy.
and she was 13.
And she was 13.
Okay,
And then
and this is the Jake's middle daughter.
It's crazy.
Their youngest daughter
before Dexter. Before Dexter, okay.
Yeah, because Sarah's younger than her.
So she's living in the guest house.
Mhm.
She's pregnant,
Mhm.
and Cora Jakes, the one who you alleged stole your baby, uh, has to write a letter to mom and send it to the main house to say she's pregnant.
What?
Yeah.
And well,
Are y'all hearing this? She gotta tell. Okay. Woo. Damn. So they gotta tell their parents that she's pregnant through a letter. She couldn't just come straight out and say, "Mom, Dad, I'm pregnant," and she didn't even tell. Her sister told. Her sister told. But she did it through a letter. It does sound weird,
if you
Rita.
waited till way after you were able to do it, until after.
Oh, you saying that sounds weird?
Obviously, you're not keeping, you're not parenting your children.
Oh shit.
I don't check my daughter like, like that.
I mean, I have a 15-year-old, so I'm definitely all up in her business. I'm all up in the business. I'm all up in the business.
If she was, I would know. My daughter wear half shirts and she started covering up.
I'm like, what's going on?
Listen, So my daughter wears house shows. If I ever see her coming up,
What's going on? Why you got
well,
your
she
on?
got
Yeah, I take it off. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you smell your kids when they walking out.
Yeah.
What you been doing when you
Yeah.
been around? So that I can now that segment of Dr. Phil makes absolute sense. You know, because you were there.
Mhm.
You know, um.
Yeah, Rita.
So Sarah's pregnant now. At this time, because you had alleged in your video, and I have to say allegedly on my end because I'm not there. However, I know for that because you were there, a lot of this stuff. This
I
is what you
understand.
saw. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I saw.
You said
And heard.
yeah, Cora Jakes
Mhm.
was pregnant
Yes.
and a few times.
For I don't know about a few times.
Okay.
I do.
I thought they said that she couldn't have a baby. Oh, but they said that she had an abortion. I think that's what we about to hear, that she had an abortion.
That she was pregnant, and I do know that she got an abortion, and I do know that that is why she became infertile. She wasn't diagnosed with PCOS until she was 22. She said it was from a car wreck, but
Can you become infertile from an abortion? I guess you can if you hit the wrong thing, I guess.
that's not like she said that she found out from a car wreck when she was 22 that she had PCOS. Um,
Isn't that
I know.
polycystic
Polycystic
ovarian
cyst.
syndrome or something?
Yeah. But I lived with Cora in 2007. I also lived 2007. I was 17.
Okay.
I also she was born in 87. I was born in 89. So Cora is only 2 years older than us. So if I was 17, she was 19.
Perfect. Okay.
I lived with Cora then, and she used to always complain about the cyst on her ovaries. So I don't understand how you found out when you were 22, when you were 19, talking about the cyst popping on your ovaries.
Okay. Okay. So during the time that you're staying at the Jake's house, you're a teen and 13,
Mhm.
13-year-old sister's pregnant. At what age did Cora get pregnant? Jake's.
She,
Now, I'm going to say this. I understand that she's upset because Cora allegedly manipulated her into giving up an adoption for her son. But do y'all think it's right that she is coming forward, and well, she didn't came forward because this is old, that she came forward and spilled all this woman's tea, Cora's tea, about having abortions, getting pregnant early, all this stuff. Do y'all think that's fine? That's okay? What do y'all think about that? Tell me.
dating, see, she was dating this guy at the church. I love it. That's like my brother. Um,
I think she wrong as hell.
I don't know, probably between 15, 16.
Okay.
Exactly, Teresa. She telling all her business.
Because they dated for almost 2 years for me.
Okay.
So probably a little. I'm going to assume around that time frame. But it is a fact that she was pregnant. It is a fact that she had an abortion. It is a fact that that is why she is barren.
Now you did say that she tells a story, or she told a story, I guess, while preaching one day about, or I don't know if she was preaching now, don't quote me for that, but it was in your video. When you were sitting in the car, you were getting very, very blunt about a lot of the things that you have witnessed and known because you grew up with this family. That she tells a story that she was bleeding somehow, walking through a crowd, and she had been, I guess,
She
allegedly
tells-
raped.
Yeah.
And it's a fake story.
Yeah, she can drum up a story, boy. I tell you, listen. And back then, you will hear the extravagant stories she would say. And you'll just be like, wow, whoa, I can't believe that happened. Then as you get older, you're like, that heifer was lying. Ain't no way they could have. Ain't no way they could have happened. She said that she was, and I'm not the only one that heard this out of her mouth. You have Ashley, you also have Monet. And
who were they?
Ashley, we were all mutual friends.
Oh, okay, so it was a group of people.
Yes, it was a group of us.
I'm gonna fast forward so we can get to the good part.
By the name of Luke.
To experience a
Hold
crime
on.
that's truly one of a kind.
That's when she was really doing all them ads trying to get her money up, baby. I ain't mad at her. That's when Tasha really was into it. Tasha trying to get her bag. Come on, Tasha. Hold on. These are mandatory ads. You can't even remove them. I can't remove it, you guys. This one, Tasha was into the grind. She ain't got to do all this now. Come on, Tosh. Okay.
Father-daughter interaction.
Right.
Like, my daughters.
Thank you,
friends
Pinky
can
B.
definitely see an interaction with dad. Dad's picking her up from the mall. Dad's, you know what I'm saying, around.
No, Bishop is not picking that. Bishop taking dates. He's not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't. No.
Okay.
I wonder how much interaction the daddy had with the kids at all. Do you think that TD Jakes was a hands-on daddy? That's the questions I would be asking.
Okay. So, in your opinion,
Hey, Mrs. Herb, thank you.
one child who's had a father, who knows what it's like to have a father there, do you feel like he was a father to his children?
Same thing I just asked.
Not from what I've witnessed. Not from the time that I've spent at their house when they went off to move individually outside of their covering.
So he wasn't a father.
No, I don't.
So he never came over to the guest house and say, "Hey, I want to see what y'all doing. I'm playing today."
No, when I was there.
He didn't come sit by the pool with y'all or
Not
nothing.
when I was there.
He didn't come have dinner with y'all.
They didn't have dinner over there. They had dinner at the main house and they had a chef. And sometimes they would go sit in. But see, Cora's guests, depending on who you were allowed to go over there. And depending on who you were. So
That. So you didn't tell me the kids could have company on the property, and the kids as teenagers are living in a guest house, and they could have other children over, but those children weren't allowed to come
to the main house.
to the main house.
Depending on who you were.
To me,
Now I've been to the main house. I've been in the main house. I can tell you, I still know it to this day.
So they can have their friends.
The kitchen's right here.
So they can have their friends come visit them at their guest house, but they couldn't bring their friends over to the main house. They ain't give a damn what them kids was doing, did they?
We have the piano. We have the open space here. You go down this way. That's Bishop and First Lady's room. Then you have the steps, and it's like all it's open, so you can see it's around. Yeah, black marble countertops in the kitchen. I don't know if it's still like that now, but it was then.
That's interesting that they could have children over, but some of the children weren't approved to come to the main house.
And I don't know if that was the rule set by First Lady or if that was just Cora and Sarah's doing. But they always blame it on the parents anyway, so but we definitely
She's taking some shots, baby.
Allowed to go over to the main house. Now, when we would come,
She said, "What was going on in the main house?"
we would be greeted, but we wouldn't be greeted by Bishop. We would be greeted by our first lady. That's when Sarah would
Bishop ain't greeting nobody.
Cora would let them know that we were there. And then a lot of times she would speak of some property because first lady would shut the property down because of their behavior.
Okay. That's different. Well, like I said, that's a very extreme way of living. So, okay. Now let's get into your kids. You have how many children?
I have 5.
You don't look like you have.
Thank you.
I was like, you know how you
Kids.
supposed to have kids.
Yeah.
And don't get mad. I hope you don't get mad when I say, well, you can have a child, you can pop back like you ain't never had no kids.
The
You know, the genes.
Good genes.
Like, you look like you ain't had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got more stomach than you. But I'm like, I got 2 kids, you know, so.
Lord knows I don't work out.
No, I'm telling you. So you are, when did you have your first baby?
I was 17. I was 16 when I got pregnant.
Okay.
Didn't even know I was pregnant. I was pregnant until I was 5 months. I didn't even understand pregnancy.
Okay.
Thank you, Audrey, and welcome to the family.
So how I ended up even having sex was because of the people around me, including Cora.
Oh.
And I was dating my friend.
See, this is where I don't like when people do this, y'all. I don't like when people try to blame their errors on somebody else, and that's what she just did. She basically said the reason why she even had sex at 17 years old to have a baby is because of the people around her, including Cora. You can't be blaming somebody else for the bull crap that you do. I don't like stuff like that, y'all. I don't like that at all. Honey.
I was dating him, and yeah, that's how it happened. I was 15 years old when I had sex for the first time, and I was 16 when I became pregnant, and I was 17 when I had my daughter.
Okay.
All of stuff.
Okay. And then second date.
Oh, honey, I think I was 20, 21.
Okay.
And they're like 5 years apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't.
No.
Yeah, no.
A lot of people gotta address that when people see, you know, you're obviously very young, you're very beautiful, and you know, they're like, oh, she has, you know, 5 kids, you know, like what happened? How do you get 5 kids? And you know, you're not married, and you know, people just start conjuring up, you know, these ideas. And so that's why it's like it's just put it all on the table. Because that, trust me, like every girl that I know that was raised sheltered has made it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what happens. That's why I'm raising mine different.
Yeah. My daughter
space. Yeah.
to go, and when she go, I'm like, and remember.
Yes. I would track her on the phone.
Yeah.
But I just,
Yeah.
But yes, I was 21 when I had my oldest son, Jagon, and me and his dad were together for probably like 4 years. So all my children outside of my oldest, I was in long-term relationships.
Okay.
And yeah, so I had Jaden when I was 21. I had Creed. Jaden was in 11, Creed was in 13. And I had Jason, I want to say when I was 24. Okay. 24 years old. It was 20, 23, 24. And I had Jason, and I was 26. Jason was born in 14, and I was born in 16. So yeah, I was between 26 and 27 when I had my youngest. So yeah, I was, yeah, I had my babies, and Liam was it. Okay. That was it.
Okay. So, you know, obviously you're, you know, each relationship has its own, you know, ups and downs, like they all do. How is
Tasha K is trying to ask us, so is all of them by the same guy, or do you have 5 different baby daddies? That's what Tasha K trying to ask her, okay?
how's your and Cora's relationship while you're having children? She's not. Were you guys still close as you're getting older and you're having children and you're in relationships?
No, I stopped being Cora's friend 2008.
Okay.
Probably going into 2009, I completely cut the friendship off because I got tired of being lied on by her to her parents and to whoever.
So Teresa said, did she? So she had 2 kids when she had Jason, when she gave Jason up, and 2 kids afterwards. I thought she had 3 kids, and then she had Jason, and then she had one more afterwards. I didn't know she had 2 kids afterwards, Teresa. I thought it was 3 kids, and then one more afterwards.
That she, to stay out of trouble, she'll always allow me and my friend actually meet them on that. And I got tired of being the source of the laughter. I got tired of her mom accusing me of her daughter's behavior.
Mm.
And I just said, no, I don't want to do this.
What type of behavior was she accused?
I mean, she like first lady when I was 15 years old. I went to Cora and Sarah's prom, and it was witnesses there, so they can't say that it's a lie because people still remember to this day. Um, so they came and picked us up from school. Number one, me and my friend BJ. Her name is Billy Ross.
Okay.
It was Billy Sanders, but she got married, so it's Billy Ross now. Came and picked us up from Duncanville High School.
Thank you, Nellie.
This was in 2005. Came and picked us up from Duncanville High School. We went to their house in where they stay. I don't give out their location.
No, you don't have to.
But where they're staying DFW.
Okay.
And we get there, we go to hair and makeup, we all get our nails and our feet done, and everything is fine. We're laughing, we're talking. And I'm kind of really excited because this would be the first initial meeting of me actually meeting Bishop face to face. Mind you, he never came over to the house.
So you were at this man's house. This will be your first time meeting Bishop T.
Yeah,
Jakes
when I was 15.
and going to his church.
Yeah, and I had been going to the house since I was like 13, 14 years old.
Wow. That is crazy.
When you think back on it.
Would you let your friends hang around with someone that you've never met for over a year? That's weird to me. There's no way my child's gonna have a friend as a teenager that I have not met. You ain't coming over here. She ain't going over there. A whole year and he had not met his daughter's friend. That is weird, you guys.
Like, man, that's crazy.
That's not funny.
But yeah,
That ain't normal at all.
I was 15 years old, and now mind you, I seen him in church. We kind of formally having conversation, and then to also remind, I grew up in the church, so my
Very crazy.
mom loved TD Jakes Ministries. Oh, Juanita Bonham, that is her girl. Okay. Listen, we're not even gonna go there.
Okay.
And so we moved to Dallas because of TD Jakes Ministries. Okay?
Oh my God.
So I grew up on the Woman Darlings tapes. I grew up.
Did y'all hear that? They moved to Dallas because of the church. I wonder how many other people have done that. Moved to Dallas just to go to his church. Now that's beyond, oh my God, that's beyond worshiping a person. They moved to Dallas because of the church. Lord.
First, when Bishop Carter Pearson was still a part of the Christian community, the one who put Bishop T.D. Jakes on at Azusa. I grew up on those things. So when my dad died, I used to listen to a lot of T.D. Jakes sermons. I used to listen to a lot of T.D. Jakes. They also had the music,
Right.
and
Oh wow, she said that.
I developed
Didn't know that.
a lot of who I am from those sermons and those things. And I had always looked up to him as a father figure, because my dad was a teacher, not like a teacher, but a teacher in life.
So you saw fatherly qualities,
Right.
servant.
Never anything lustful. Like I said, I I didn't even know about those things. I was blind, protected. I was, not. I When I was 10, I was 10. When I was 12, I was 12. I wasn't 12 saying I was 16 and 17. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't have any thoughts of, ooh, Bishop's fine. Ooh, I want
Bishop.
some people do. But
T.D. Jakes is fine.
yeah. Mm.
It's okay.
Wait, hold
I
on.
can understand that. As a child, you like, wow.
She thought T.D. Jakes was fine. Let me look and see what he looked like when he was little. Hey, he must look different. Let me look him up right quick. Hold on. T.D. Jakes was fine.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So
Yeah.
you're tired of being lied on. You're excited about meeting T.D. Jakes. So what happened? Like, why did
Well,
you
that was the first when we came out to take pictures, to leave to go out to prom. Bishop came out to take pictures with all of us, and so this is the house right here.
Okay.
So we're out on the property here,
Okay.
and first lady and more people are here, and maybe some more people here. Well, Bishop comes and stands right here next to me. I can't remember who was on the other side.
Yeah.
Here, but I know I was here, and I think BJ was here. And I'm like, I'm excited because I literally you don't even know how you have impacted my life just from being 10 to 15. That's only 5 years, but the type of guy friend, if I was to have a guy friend, I would model it after Bishop.
Yeah.
And so he's right here. And you know how you lean over?
Okay.
That's all I did. I leaned over, and in my head, my exact words was, "Oh my God, I finally get to meet somebody I looked up to." My exact words. I never thought anything else.
Okay.
As soon as I lean over, first lady comes and it's like, "Get your hands off my husband, you Jezebel." And it just went off. It just went off. Just
I was
went
not
off on me.
expecting that.
She did. That lady went off on me. That lady went off on me. That lady went. I was 15. I will never forget this as long as I live.
I didn't expect you to go that place with the story because she was like, "I'm tired of being lied on."
Yeah, that was in 2008.
Okay.
So this was in 2005. So that was 3 years later. This incident with First Lady happened in 2005.
So she came for a 15-year-old.
Yes, I was 15. And told me that I had the spirit of Jezebel on me and that I need to get her hands off her husband right now.
In front of everybody.
In front of everybody. I mean,
and you guys are about to.
We're just taking pictures.
And you just kind
We're all
of
just-
His wife seemed a bit jealous.
I leaned in like this. I think I might have put my hand right here.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, but I just leaned in and, like a little girl take a picture with her daddy. Like it wasn't lustful. I think First Lady was intimidated by my beauty and my curves at that time, but I wasn't even aware of my beauty and my curves. I wasn't aware. I didn't grow up to be stuck up. I grew up to always remain humble and to keep a pure heart, and so I've carried that with me even from a young girl. So
So
And
after
she sent me home. She let me go to the prom, but she sent me home, kicked me out when we all came back. Kicked me out, told me I had to go, sent me home in the limo. It was the male driver. Sent me home in the limo at 1 o'clock in the morning to my mom's house. I could not stay.
Miss Jakes.
Sarita, and I think it's somebody named Jakes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That happened.
That is
That definitely happened.
I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Sarita.
I'm a mom,
Yeah.
and my daughter is you know, she's a beautiful girl. Her friends are never in my mind would I think
That's not normal, right?
little girls.
I gotta show you.
What was her mind?
I don't
Hold
know.
on.
Where did she get that from?
I don't know. I don't know, ma'am. I can tell you that to this day. I can only make assumptions of why she would feel that way, of why she would. I mean, me being a woman now and me having the relationships with men that I've had now, to me, that's insecurity. To me, that says that it has been something that has happened in your marriage that has caused you to be insecure of another woman, let alone another teen, to even what makes that come across your mind? I don't know. I don't know.
That's what makes me think like you're a teenager and he's a grown
He's a grown
man,
man.
very
A
grown,
grown man.
very grown. And what did Mr. Jack say? What did TD say when she said, "Get your hands off my husband"?
He laughed.
This is them. I guess when they first got married. I'm assuming it says this is they met when he came to her church for a revival. So this is them. This is Titty Jakes and Sarita. She said, I'm baffled. So, but she said he looked good as a younger pastor. But I'm going to tell you something, looks can be deceiving because can you look at this person and tell that they're going to one day be a freaking millionaire? Oh, Lord. And this is in his younger days. This is the younger TD Jakes. Wow, TD Jakes. Ooh, honey. And all I got to say is his daughter looked just like him, okay? Cora.
Like, I don't think he thought she was serious, or I don't think he really knew what was going on.
She said that tie pissed me
No.
off. Let me see the
He didn't
tie.
move because she didn't just say it. She came down the steps to get to me, and she's yelling as she's walking. She stared me down.
That's why Michelle wasn't loud in the main house because she thought that that man I just showed y'all would want her. But I kind of understand. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I'm not gonna say she's unattractive, but she's not. She was homely looking, but so was he. But for a woman to act like that, I don't know. It screams she knows her man. You know what I mean? She know what he likes
I felt so. I
and
felt
what he don't
so
like.
humiliated, so embarrassed, so hurt, so distraught. Then you sent me home in a limo at 1 o'clock in the morning with the driver, and the driver telling me, that's when he brought up the letter thing. The driver tells me, well, you should just write her a letter. She understands it. She might understand it more when you write it in a letter. I wrote a letter. Took me years to write it, but I finally wrote a letter.
You wrote a letter to
I
her?
did.
What did you say to Miss Jakes?
They're around here writing letters to each other instead of just communicating. What happened to just communicating, you guys? Do y'all write letters to y'all parents or do y'all communicate with them? Let me know in the comments. Are y'all okay? Like, do y'all just write letters and say, Dad, Mom, this is how I'm feeling? Let me know. Be honest now.
did not. I was not coming on to. Basically, I'm
She
telling you.
traumatized you.
Yeah, I said I was hurt, and I did not. I never thought of this. And do you know that carried that? I carried that weight for a long time, even with being still going to the church. Even with still going to the church, I still carried that because I felt like she made me feel like I did something so horribly wrong.
Wow, that is definitely a
I wonder did
different
she
type
ever
of-
apologize?
Okay, so let's okay. And that was the last time you had an interaction with Mr. Jakes?
That wasn't the last
Bishop.
time
Okay.
I had an interaction with him, but that's one that sticks out the most because of how it made me feel.
So did you had another?
I've had several since then, but it's not any type of conversation. It's just, hey, Bishop, how you doing?
Okay.
That's it.
Did he come to give you a hug? Or
No.
anything?
I don't. I never would give, even to this day, because of that incident.
Okay. All right. So it's very different.
Mhm.
All right. So let's move into why we're here because I just wanted you to establish the foundation, and I think we covered a lot, like almost an hour. Yeah, hour worth of just the foundation. Now let's get into your baby.
Mhm.
Okay. What's your baby's name?
His name is Jason Lamont Caleb Brown.
Okay. How old is Jason now?
He's 8. He just turned 8 on May 21st.
Okay. And you were how old when you had Jason?
Oh, let's see. He was born in 2014.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably like 23, 24.
Okay.
Around that area.
All right. So, and he's been under the care of Cora Jakes
Mhm.
for how many years?
Um, without me being involved since I would say 2017.
And how old was he at the time?
3.
3. Okay. And so, because in your video, you gave us some parts, but
This what
now
Indians
that
were.
your foundation
Always
makes a
my
lot
mother.
more sense as to why your baby would be around. Or
I
you
was
got
a friend. I've known her for a long time. At that time, 2014, and I've known you since 2000. So that's 14 years. It's 14 years I've known you. Regardless of me leaving and cutting off the friendship, I would still be cordial. We would still be cordial, still call each other sis. And but I just felt it was necessary for me to do that because I didn't like the stigma that was being placed on me by her to cover her because she want to sleep around and she want to do all this other things that I don't know. My mama would kill me.
Typical
You know.
wild pastors.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I listen, and I know
Yes.
there's probably a lot of pastors' children watching.
Yes.
This it is more of a stereotype, but most of the time it is true.
It is true.
Pastors' children are a bit
It was definitely true.
wild. I was just with
Because they probably see their parents acting one way at church and then come home acting another way in the house and be like, wait a minute. They probably confused as hell.
Eddie Long, Bishop Eddie Long's son, and he was talking about how rebellious he was.
You're right, Felicia.
As the son of a pastor and stuff like that. And I grew up with them, and they are a bit more risky than the normal child. Like, you want to do what? Oh no, you can go. Yeah, and they typically will get away with it. So I don't see that as a far fetched statement that you're making. It makes a lot of sense. Now you're out of an abusive relationship, you say. Okay. Now, when you were pregnant from with your video, and correct me if I'm kind of mixing it up.
Not abusive, but he left my kids had left me for a stripper.
Okay.
And I was pregnant at the time, and I had
Damn.
not too long ago given birth to my third child. Before Jason, because Cree and Jason are 10 months apart.
Okay.
So they're very close in age there. And yeah, he did do that. He did choose to say that he no longer wanted to be with me and continue with the family unit, and that he would rather be where he was.
Okay.
And
Did he help with the kids? Did he relinquish, I guess, the relationship that he had with his children?
I think that verbally he didn't,
Okay.
but action wise he did for a time period.
So you were left with how many kids?
I was left with 3 kids and pregnant
with their four. The baby that Cora.
She said on another
to take
interview
Yes.
that they took
According to
care of the
the
kids.
Yes.
So,
Hmm.
he leaves you. Did he put you out the house?
He didn't put me out the house. We were kind of already, we had moved out of the townhome that we were staying in, and we had moved in with his mom.
Okay.
And I really believe his mom really, I think she tolerated me. I don't think she really liked me.
Okay.
And so
She liked the stripper.
I mean, I don't know the relationship. I don't know.
She said that they was good.
Was she close to your child's father?
Yes, that was her. She has 3 boys, and that's her oldest son.
Okay.
And yeah, we had moved in.
Yes,
with
Chris.
her
She was
while
out here
we
making
were trying to
babies.
figure out, where we're gonna go, where gonna move, and they got into a argument. Um,
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I just want to get to the part where
therapist, a counselor, I could see, or
she
I could
talks
he,
about
at that time he would need more attention than my other children, but I'm also trying to.
Okay. So, as a friend, someone that was your friend, you trusted, like, okay, well, Jason is close.
Jason is close. You are his godmom. I am trying to get on my feet. I do have these other children, and I do need, he, at the time, he would need more attention than my other children, but I'm also trying to work, right? I'm also trying to provide a stable living, right? And have steady income to provide for the children that I'm now having to care for by myself.
Okay.
So the agreement was that she was going to help me while I got on my feet. That was the agreement. It went from that to Jason can't go back and forth between your house and my house. It went from that to her telling me that I need counsel. It went from that to her saying, do you really believe you had Jason for you? She put that in my head first. And I didn't have Jason for me. And then it went from that to her saying, you really need to see a therapist, you really need to do counseling. And I was like, well, I don't know what, therapist or counselor I can see or I can trust. And she was like, oh, I can counsel you. I can do it, because I'm a, I'm part of the ministry at the church. So it was definitely something that was supposed to be, like that.
Okay.
And then that's when she was like, well, we can just record, the session. And at the time, I think she was writing her book, Faith in It.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh, and then we can just put it a part of the Faith in It series. But me knowing now that was just her way of having her paperwork, her paper trail, because she had already said that what she was going to do.
So, using all of that against you, things that you had told her as a therapist to use against you so that she could somehow build a case as to why you shouldn't be a mother to Jason.
And mind you, these are conversations after she has constantly emailed me about adoption, messaged about adoption. Someone has convinced me that I did not have my son for myself. These recordings are after those conversations.
Okay.
So that's make that important. So
Do you have documentation like of her saying that she was going to be a therapist and these were recorded?
I don't have these witnesses.
Okay.
She said it out in the open. It wasn't something that was Brandon was there, Sean was there, Cora was there, you know,
Yeah.
other people was there. It's not something that put me on my
'Cause I don't
pictures.
even seem like if she was acting as a therapist to you to get you to open up to tell you about
This is what she would do. She asked me a question, and I would answer the question on the MacBook. And it's why it recorded me. And she'll put it, you know, who is Jason, who is Anaya, who is Cree, who is Jaden, like she ran down my kids to me. Who are you? Asking me who am I? And so that's how she did it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
While Jason is
A baby.
baby. Okay. All right. Now, what type of things did you tell her in those sessions?
That's what I want to know.
Who Jason was to me. I felt like he was my healing child because his name is Hilda Land. Because of the things that she were putting into me, I was like, well, no.
Thank you, Levette.
Maybe I've always felt like Jason wasn't
Thank you,
important,
baby.
that I had him for somebody else, and then I would say that I would look to her. Those are the type of things that I said in that.
Just regular, like saying what's on your heart.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But it wasn't you not saying like I don't want my baby or
No, I'm not saying I don't want my baby.
I wish I never had it.
Not saying that I didn't love him. Not saying I wish I never had him.
See, those are the things that I thought she was saying. So you mean to tell me? So what? I don't get this part right here. You mean to tell me she got her baby taken and she wasn't even saying things like I don't want the baby. I want to unalive myself. I want to unalive everybody around me. Like what?
Just speaking on, you know, who he means to me and who he is to me. But a lot of that was from the coercion of the things that she was already putting into my mind and into my spirit.
Okay. Yeah, because a lot of people who dwell in the talk dealing with hope use, and I call it the gift of persuasion, because a lot of people who are gifted in communication, who speak in front of large crowds, I think people forget the reason they're able to convince people to open their wallets or convince people to move in directions that they want to move in, or they're able to convince 30,000 people to come here every Sunday and work and do this and pour open their households. To me, it's because they dwell in the gift of persuasion.
Absolutely.
It is a very real thing.
It is a real thing.
And they have to encompass both male and female energies, which means that can be sex energy, that can be the energy of love, that can be the energy of just it can be the energy of anger, and so they're able to encompass all those energies, and they're able to tap into you and persuade you to think about things that you never thought of before. And you'll think about
I
it.
never being
and put it
pregnant.
in.
I never thought about abortion, or adoption,
Yeah.
or giving my child up, or that this baby is not for me. I just was like, man, I'm so embarrassed. You know, I'm pregnant again. Those were my thoughts. It was never along those lines until Cora came back into my life.
Okay. Did you ever, just for the record, did you ever harm your baby?
No,
Did you ever neglect your baby?
no,
Okay. Did you ever express that you didn't love your baby?
no.
Okay. Did you ever say to Cora, you could have my baby?
No.
Okay. All right. So I just wanted to kind of clear it up for people to be like, well, how did she get your baby? Like,
How did she get your baby?
I'm gonna be honest with you. My mom was military. We got tired of living with her. This is just as an example. We lived with my aunt, even though my aunt was.
Tasha K mom was military? I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? Interesting.
Her legal guardian, she helped my mom out
Right.
while she was traveling to help make it more stable for us.
Yeah.
Because it was hard traveling with 3 kids. And so we were able to go to high school and go to middle school and, really just come home every day instead of changing up schools. So I do understand it does happen a lot between friends and family. So what you're doing is not out of the ordinary. But I did want to establish for anyone out there that's going to say that you were an unfit parent
Oh, no, I was
and
never
that you
unfit.
hurt your baby, that is not the case.
No. Because
Okay.
if I'm unfit for one, then I'm unfit for all.
Okay.
Remember, Jason is the fourth one.
Okay.
It's 3 more before him, and there's
Okay.
1 after him. So,
Okay. All right. Now,
I understand she's saying that she wasn't an unfit mom, but let's talk about that right quick. Do you think it's unfit to be unwed and still having kids, and you damn near homeless? What type of environment are you bringing them into? You can't take care of yourself, but you're not considered unfit because you keep having more kids. I don't know, you guys. It sound unfit to me.
in the video, you did talk about, which I really didn't think was a big deal. Um, Smoking marijuana while you were pregnant. Okay. Um, I personally don't think that's a big deal. People have alcoholic beverages. Now, do you overdo it and the child comes out with alcohol fetal syndrome?
and some women can't even eat unless they have that while they're pregnant.
Right.
And some doctors will tell them to continue until X amount of time, to help them get through that process of eating other knives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That is really
I do know doctors do prescribe medical marijuana to mothers who cannot keep any type of food down. So it's not like you were smoking crack or meth or anything.
No, I've never done any. In Texas, it's considered a drug, but we know it's a plant and it's a herb.
Yeah.
But I've never done any type of. I've never shot my arm up. I've never done crack. I've never done cocaine. I've never done meth. I'm not a pill popper. I didn't even start at the time when I smoked weed. I didn't even start smoking weed until I was 21.
You said a lot of people smoke weed during a pregnancy due to not having an appetite? I ain't never heard of that ever. Is it safe? I don't know. That sounds kind of crazy.
The whole time before then, most people start early. And that wasn't me, And I smoked more weed when I stayed or when I was friends with Cora than any other time in my life.
Okay. So Cora is an avid smoker. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait a minute, hold on.
No, it's okay. So
how to pass a kid smoking weed, y'all? So Cora Jakes is a weed smoker. Thank you, Barbara Clark. Honey, that red just beamed in my face. Thank you so very much. So wait a minute. Cora Jakes smoke weed? What? Does TD Jake smoke weed? Does Sarita smoke weed?
Healthy, fine, and even the doctors that they had severe came on stand to tell them like, no, this baby was fine, and the baby didn't have any other drugs in the system, and the baby did not have any delayed birth development or anything like that. So yes, that was
all right. So I just want to try.
Yes, Teresa. Listen to what Teresa said. She said, damn, she blames everyone else for her problems and issues. I'm not liking that. Me neither. I don't like people like that. Everything that she said, she smoked weed because of Cora. She started having sex because of Cora. She homeless because of Cora. She got in trouble when she was, 10 years old because of Cora. Everything has been because of somebody else. I'm not liking that at all. You feeling it too, Teresa? She blaming everybody else but her damn self.
She did make some accusations that you say were used against you in court, saying that you did confess to her that, or you smoked weed while you were pregnant.
And that wasn't a secret though, because it was a whole CPS case, and she covered for me in the case.
Okay.
So that's why I didn't understand why she was trying to make that such a prominent thing when we were going to trial, because you covered for me, you smoked it with me.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it.
How did CPS get involved?
Well, because when I didn't have any prenatal care, number one.
Okay.
The only prenatal care I had is when I feel like something's wrong, I go to the hospital because that's how far gone I was in my mind. Like none of my children outside of Jason, I've always had prenatal care. Jason was the only one that I did not have prenatal care with because everything I'm dealing with, I'm really homeless in between houses. I really don't want to be pregnant with my fourth born. I feel like I am an embarrassment to my family and to my church family. So that's a double.
How is it an embarrassment after 4 kids? How is it an embarrassment after 4 kids, but it's not after 3? I mean, they the same. 3 kids, 4 kids. I mean, huh? Embarrassment.
A double went there. And so, not that I didn't love them, I just felt like at that time it wasn't a good time for me to be,
I
pregnant.
think most women watching this video
Yeah.
will know exactly what you're saying.
Yes, that's what
And even men.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
there's a lot of men out
because
here.
they be mad when she get pregnant. But yeah, so that she just took advantage of that, the whole thing, and
So she used the case against
she
you.
used the marijuana against.
Okay.
So the CPS case.
That's not enough to lose your child, is it? She used smoking marijuana while pregnant against her?
Came because I'm gonna tell on myself. You're not gonna get to tell on me. So the CPS case came because actually the nurse at the hospital called one of the nurses that was carrying out me. He was very rude. He was very ugly. He was very mean spirited towards me. So I ended up filing a complaint with the head charge nurse. So I think in return, she knew that if you're smoking weed while pregnant in the meconium, I think it's called, they can test that and find out and see. So they did, and they called Child Protective Services. So, but Child Protective Services didn't show up until June. Okay. I left with my baby and everything. Okay. Did the car test with my baby, had to breastfeed my baby. Okay. I left with him and everything. And CPS came and Cora covered for me.
Okay.
She covered for me. And I had to take drug tests. I had to take a drug class, and I had to take a parenting class, which I completed everything, and they never took my kids from me. I've never had my children taken from me.
Okay. All right.
Never.
Okay, good. So I love when people just put it out there because it's like now you don't have a weapon to
use against
to
me.
use it.
I'm not going to give you that anymore.
Okay. So now you're completing all your courses. Your kids are home. You're working. Jason, the youngest, the baby, is back and forth between your house and Cora's house. When does Cora
That's what
say,
it was. It was drugs in her
well,
system.
well, Cora did tell you he got to stay here. Like
that was in 2014. So that was probably July, August. Jason was just born in May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Did she say
She
that?
started with her plan.
So wait a minute. Did she say the doctor prescribed the weed? I'm gonna have to go back to see if I can hear that.
Okay.
She got dinged for drugs.
It gets legal.
It gets legal when she lies and tells me that she needs paperwork for Jason to be able to fly with her, and then she just needs me to sign a rise waiver saying that he can fly. And she had me meet her at a UPS, her and Brandon, and didn't read it. I'm like, okay, it's just for him to fly. And I signed it. But come to find out, so that was the first time. Then she was like, oh, we had to update the waiver and put some more information in there because we had a problem. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's fine. Because mind you, this is Jason's godparents. Okay. The godparents stepped in when the mother is not able to. And I'm not going to deny my child to being able to travel, and see things and go places, that I can't afford him to do right now because I have to work.
Okay.
And so that's why I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't know that those papers were legal guardianship papers.
Okay.
Yeah, so I definitely signed that.
There's no way, y'all. Come on, come on. No, 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 no. I'm not buying this, y'all. It's no way. Where my picture at? Oh, it's no way she got paperwork that was guardianship paperwork and didn't read it and just signed it. Ain't no way she knew what she was doing. Ain't no way she thought that was no flying document. Who signs a piece of paper and don't read at least the top of it? Even if you don't read every piece of it, because I'm guilty, Lord Jesus, I'm guilty. Even if you don't read every line, you skim through it, you know what the hell you signing. You know what at least the top of the document says, okay? Come on, you gonna look at the top of the document. You gonna be like, oh, okay, oh, okay, okay, okay. You understand what I'm saying? Girl, bye. You ain't get no guardianship paperwork, and you thought you was signing that your son can fly out of the damn state. Ain't no way. I don't believe that, y'all. I don't believe that one right there. Call me what you want. I don't believe that.
Knowing that that's what that was.
So when she said we had to update them, did you have to meet her again to sign them?
I met her again. I believe I met her again, but I'm not sure that it was at a UPS store. I'm not sure.
But it wasn't never.
So she met her again.
A talk about I'm giving you my baby.
No,
You can have my.
it was no. At that point, I was still adamant about, I don't want to get my baby up. I need help. I just need some help. I need some guidance. I need some therapy. I need some resources.
Okay.
A place to stay.
Okay.
And never not give my baby up.
Okay. So legal guardianship papers are signed, and she's legal guardian while you're living with her, and you didn't know.
I found out first trial discovery period, and they use those, they put those in as evidence. She started a paper trail on me in 2014.
Okay. How old was Jason at the time?
A baby.
Okay.
He wasn't even one.
Okay. So
Close to one. She started from the moment she started buying him stuff. She kept every receipt of everything she bought him, and not for no taxes. Not to file as a write off on her taxes.
Okay. So you're living at the house with her husband, your baby. She's more. Is she paying more attention to your baby than your other kids?
No, she's not paying attention to Jason at all. I'm taking care of Jason. I'm calming Jason's friend. I'm bathing Jason. I'm feeding.
Okay, so if she was living at the house, where were the other kids at again? If she's living at the house with Jason, the fourth child, where were the other three children?
I'm changing Jason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When Jason got up in the morning, he came straight down to the room that I was at.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so why did she want the baby and she didn't do nothing for the baby?
I think Cora likes the display. I think she has an obsession with babies, but not babies and toddlers, but not as they, get older.
And they need no.
Right.
Okay. So you guys are.
I think she likes the idea of being a mom, but doesn't really know what it really takes to be a mom.
Okay. So you're living with her, you're taking care of your kids, cooking for your kids, cleaning up for your kids, doing homework with your kids.
And her kids.
And her kids.
And I mean kid.
Okay.
Amari.
Because she has another.
She had Amari.
Yeah. Okay. Where'd she come from?
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know.
It's the Indian baby.
No,
right?
she's Mexican.
She's Mexican.
She's Hispanic, and she got adopted when she was 4.
Okay.
So
all right. That's interesting.
We don't know where Amari came from. She just popped up and Cora adopted her.
So she has Amari, and
I'm taking Amari to school. I'm helping Amari with her homework. I'm making sure the kids eat when she doesn't cook. Now, Cora cook. I don't give her that. Girl can cook.
She look like she can cook.
She can cook. Oh my God, them butter biscuits. Oh honey. And I'm gonna give her that. She can cook.
Okay.
And but yeah, I did all the cleaning. I supplied all the food for the whole 6, 7 months that I was there.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I was pretty much a living maid nanny.
What was, because I mean, Cora was married. I just want to just interject really quick before, and I don't want to get in too much legal stuff because I know that you're about to gear up and
I've been telling them since 2016 that I will never stop fighting for my son. I've been telling them since 2017 to get their house in order. So, I mean, it's not like I didn't tell y'all.
Okay, so you are, because your son is currently in the custody of her.
I don't know where he's currently at right now because of that.
You went to trial twice. Both times, the first time the trial was thrown,
Mistrial.
mistrial. You said that your lawyer was paid off by the Jakes
That's
family
what I believe.
to throw the trial. And then when you were gearing up to go to trial again without a lawyer, okay, because she had all this paperwork and a paper trail on you and video.
They lied. They said it was a continuous trial. It wasn't. It was a mistrial.
It was a mistrial.
They were able to
And so,
cut out the discovery period where I could bring in actual evidence that my lawyer didn't want to bring in.
okay. And so now you're getting ready to go to trial again, and you're representing yourself because you don't have any counsel, and they have an unlimited amount of money. And their lawyers are obviously intimidating you and using video footage of you smoking marijuana, even though that was something you already cleared up, in a previous CPS case that was unfounded. And they allowed you to keep your baby, and they tried to use that against you according to your baby. I mean, according to your video.
And Dr. Gately, she had the prophet come down and do an exorcism on me and tell me that she had a vision.
Exorcism,
whatever you want to call it.
It is so much.
A ritual. I don't know what you want to call it, but them ladies circled me while I was sitting in the middle. They laid me down, and Gaylina was, speaking in tongues, doing like this all around me. And I had this promise ring that I had been wearing since I had my son, and I got the promise ring because I made a promise to my children that I would do better and be better.
Okay.
For them.
And so, what spirit came out when they were doing the exorcism?
I don't know, speaking in tongues stuff.
Okay.
And then no spirit came out of me because I'm still laying there like.
When did this happen?
This was in 2000.
How old was your baby at the time?
A baby. He was a baby. So this was like probably in 2014.
Okay.
Probably 2014, beginning of 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a baby.
So they're using all this stuff to intimidate you for a horseshoe. They have an unlimited amount of money. Your lawyer is exiting the case, and then you go and try to represent yourself, and they use a video against you of smoking marijuana that I guess somehow Cora got.
Yes.
And you guys smoked together. And
no, in that particular video, I was in the car with who I thought was my friend Brandon, which I feel like he could have been the only one to give me the video because it was his name.
Okay.
And 2 other people, but it wasn't a video.
She had to be smoking something else. I just can't believe she lost her child to no damn marijuana.
Breaking down marijuana, rolling up marijuana, lighting the blunt and smoking it. It was literally me smoking a cigar that they tried to say is marijuana. Okay. And it just freaked me out that time because I didn't know the law,
And so because you had asked for a jury trial, they used this video to say, if you go to trial, this is what we're going to show.
Yes.
You already have a previous CPS case.
Yes. So you might as well just try to come to an agreement.
Okay. And what agreement was that?
The original agreement that I agreed to behind closed doors, after feeling like I didn't know what else to do. And to be
Without
clear,
counsel present.
without counsel.
So
And
which
to be
means it was a
clear,
settlement.
I only did the agreement because I was like, well, I do the agreement now, and then I figure out, the laws and stuff of how to get out of this, or a lawyer or something. Because immediately after that trial ended, that same day, I'm calling lawyers.
Okay.
That same day.
Okay. So
That's my sister.
no, it's okay. So this they call this settlement communications without the presence of counsel.
Mhm.
And so basically you're agreeing and waiving your right to have counsel
Mhm.
to negotiate on your behalf,
And I didn't know that.
to act on a settlement. And so you were basically settling a case
Mhm.
without knowing
Without knowing.
that you're settling a case.
Yes.
And so
Because everything we
and they
agreed
can't
on.
use that in trial. You know that, right?
I didn't know that. I know that now, but I didn't.
I know at the time. I didn't know at the time. So, and I'm glad. Can we say that you do have formal counsel now?
Yes.
Okay, and
do.
so, and all of this is being brought
Yes.
into question because there was another time that you had spoke of when you did try to get um when you were expressing that you did not want to give core legal rights of your son, that there was a judge that came into
Thank
play
Johnson.
that is a member of the Potter House.
Yes, she is, and on the board of Potter's House.
It has a very close relationship with the Jakes
Yes.
family and authorized
She
a
authorized.
contract,
Mhm.
okay, to be given without the presence of counsel
Mhm.
for you.
Mhm.
And Cora was able, with the presence of this judge being there, according to you, that you would sign this paperwork, you would know what it is that you're signing, and she would, as a judge, allow it to happen. Even
I did not know.
it was against.
They asked me, right? They asked me while I was signing if I had a full understanding of what I was doing.
Okay.
I probably said yes, but I didn't. I was just scared. I was scared.
She just said she signed it and said she would deal with the legal ramifications later. You know? She knew what she was signing.
Cora had cornered me in her husband's office with her and Brandon and told me if I didn't give them my son, that she would take him from me, and that scared me beyond beyond belief. So I figured, well, if I do this now again, if I do this now, I can figure out a way, around it, and then I'm like, well, I'm just trying to keep some type of tie to my son, because the way she said it and the way she did it, and that was after the whole exorcism thing, I was completely scared. I was completely scared. And I'm just like, I have to be in his life somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. So I don't know this a lot because like you've already gone through it. You want to learn how to drive your man, wives.
Scared the crap out of me with these with her ads. Hold on, let's let this ad play. Hold on, let me see if I can skip it. Right here.
A mother such as yourself, who's a
and
single mother, is going through. You want to take that real quick? Okay.
Hello? I'm sorry.
Okay. I think I was talking about like there's so much that has happened between you.
The kid now is
and so much
10.
as a young mother, having 4 kids at the time, and then your friend is plotting to take your baby and using things against you in order to get you to sign judges, courts, all types of things, but you have never ever displayed said on record knowingly with counsel present that you wanted to give her your child.
Never.
And you want your baby.
Yes. I contested the filing of the rights.
Okay.
I contested that. I let it be known that this is not something that I want to do. Also, that the judge know about the duress and the coercion and the manipulation. And I wrote like a 3-4 page letter, because when I contested it, I was representing myself at first. And then I eventually got a lawyer by the name of Jerome Stirsky. And yeah, I contested it. Well, by law, she wasn't even supposed to be able to file that because I had stayed with them in the home with them in the home with Jason for 6 months or more. So by law, she would have had to wait 6 months after or more that I had left to be able to file that. I left in May, June. She filed in September.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely not 6
And
months.
it's definitely not.
Okay, and so that's on record.
And that's on record. And the
Okay.
judge still allowed the case to continue. And according to that, it should have been, oh no, over there, we get this woman back her baby. That's not what she wants to do. Doesn't matter about the filing of the rights. You didn't file within the time period that you were supposed to file. So they should have rejected, but they didn't.
Because of the church's political footprint in the Dallas area.
Dallas, Tarrant County.
Yes, things get pushed through when they're not supposed to get pushed through and overlooked.
Right.
So I don't want to get too legally embedded because I do know that you are gearing up to really present a heavy case, and so and this will probably be the case of the century.
Case of the century, and this was 2 years ago.
Just tired. I literally was just tired of the bullshit, tired of the lies, tired of the trauma, tired of the agony, tired of feeling helpless, tired of thinking, what are they telling my son, about me? Or what are they not telling him? I hadn't heard Jason's voice since 2018. May 21st, I found Cora's TikTok and I scrolled all the way down because I had been blocked on IG and things like that. And I scrolled all the way down to the video and it was him talking. I'm so sorry. That's the first time I heard my baby talk since 2018. And I replayed that video over and over and over again. I went to sleep crying, woke up, replaying it over and over again. And I don't think they really understand the damage that they have allowed, and not even just with me, but with my other children. I don't mess with makeup, but I don't think they understand. I don't think they understand. I don't think she understand what she did.
In your initial video, you spoke of really, really bad living conditions that your son was living in, despite Cora Jakes and her husband, Brandon, having an unlimited access to money and things like that. You did speak of hearing that your baby was locked in his room and diapers weren't being changed. He was playing his poop and things like that. Like how did you come to know of that?
We had a mutual friend. Mind you, Cora doesn't take care of the children. She moves people in to take care of the children. So we had a.
Do y'all believe that?
Keisha, she was Cora's goddaughter at the time. Mind you, I've been on Keisha same many times as I've been on Cora. We all grew up in the church together. She was there. And I had begun to tell Keisha about things that I had found while I was there concerning Jason. And that's what kind of struck the alarm in me. I just didn't know which way to go when I was finding the folders, the receipts of things that she bought Jason. I had her laptop and a message popped up and you get nosy. So you go and I'm seeing messages where she's telling other people, oh, the show was supposed to come over this day. She didn't come over. And she has a notepad on the MacBook logging every time I did come and every time I didn't come. This is a real thing that she really did. that's when the light bulb started going off in my head. But at this time, she had kicked me out in May. And Keisha had moved in, and Keisha would, you know, would basically tell me, "Hey, this is what's going on. You know, this is what happened," and have record of it and have pictures of it. You know, so I brought it up in court. I brought it up in my letter. I messaged her about it. You know, and nothing came of it. Nothing came of it.
So your baby was locked in his room.
They used to lock him in the room. They put a lock at the top of the door. And I stayed in Canyon Springs in Grand Prairie. They put a lock at the top of his door. And because they would be up all night and then they would sleep late in the morning. Babies, they're up right early, 7 o'clock, some 6 o'clock. They up, they ready to go, they ready to drink, they ready to eat, they ready to shit, poop, all that. They ready, you know. And Cora didn't like, probably still doesn't to this day, like, you know, mornings. So they got tired of Jason running out of the room, I think, and they put a lock on the door. So you can't really hear when the door is shut and it's locked. You know, if you're not sleeping upstairs, the only person that can hear their room is right there. But they wouldn't get up and tend to it. So a couple times that Keisha got up to get Jason, he'll be diaper full, shit popping out, boo boo all on the bed. You know, he's a baby, you know, which infuriated me because it's like, why do you have my child? You're trying to take my child, but you're not even watching my child. You're not even taking care of the child.
So this baby's playing in his own thing.
This baby is playing, my baby's playing his own stuff. And I tried to do everything I could to have him. CPS was called, and the CPS worker that was called to the house was a member of the Pirate's house. So imagine how nowhere that went, you know. And so once I made it known in court, they then took the locks off before the case study evaluator could come to the house, and they ended up moving. And I did not know where they lived or where Jason lived.
Oh my God. Does Keisha know?
A lot of people.
All right, so let's talk about this. I think we got enough gist to form our opinion based on the information that we have. Okay, we've listened to 2 days of interviews from this young lady. Hold on, I'm trying to put the disclaimer. Where is my disclaimer? Well, anyway, my disclaimer says that what I say out of my mouth is based on my opinion. My opinion only. I'm in no way, fashion, or form trying to defame anybody. Listen, you guys, we have listened to 2 days of testimony. Okay. And as much as she said, come on, we have to research Kenya. As much as I know firsthand that the church as a whole have their level of issues as a whole, the church, the first lady, the pastor, the kids, the congregation, as much as I know that firsthand, this lady has so many holes in her story. Now, I'm not going to say that Cora didn't see an opportunity to play on her emotions and take her child. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that she didn't seize an opportunity to hold over her head and say, oh, you can't keep this baby because you're doing this or you're doing that. I'm not going to say that, but I'm not going to sit here and let this lady say that she did not know that she was signing over the rights to her child. I think she knew, and she even admitted out her own mouth that she was just going to do it and worry about the legal ramifications later. I believe she knew she signed over the child, but it probably was under a level of manipulation. Okay. So there is a lot that she's not telling, because I just don't believe it was just marijuana. She must have been smoking something else. Now she says she's never done drugs before, but I just don't think marijuana would be a reason for you to lose your kids. Because why didn't she lose the other 3 children? If is marijuana, smoking it while you're pregnant is a crime, but you're unfit to care for this child, but you're okay to care for your other 3. So I do believe that there is holes. She said, could we locate the police report? Was there a police report done? It sounds like they was doing everything from people in their church. It seemed like everybody in the church was everybody involved was a member of the church. They did everything through the church, it seems. So with that being said, I think that there's holes in her story. I am not convinced that she didn't know what she was doing. I do believe she knew what she was doing, but I believe there's more to the story. I believe that Cora probably did hold something over her head, but I think it was more than weed. I could be wrong, but I think it had to be more than weed. Something more than weed. She says, and why take 3 of your kids but not Jason? Exactly, but why exactly. Like, why? I don't understand how she can lose 1 child and keep the other 3. Exactly. Like, how is that possible? The state would have taken all of her kids. That's what I'm thinking, Glenn. Why didn't they take all of her children? If she was doing something harmful, illegal, you would think that she would lose all of her kids. Yeah, I do believe there's a lot that she's not telling. She said everybody was a member of the Potter house. We are missing all of facts. Or we're missing a ton of facts. Yes, I do believe that we are missing a ton of facts. She said, I just got a lot of questions. The story not adding up to me. It's not adding up to me either, Teresa. It is not adding up. Listen, I don't think, for a father and for parents to allow their kids to live in a guest home at 13, 14, and 15 years old is absolutely insane. No, you ain't going over there for what? Anything can happen. What if somebody broke in? Like, nah, me personally, nah, you're not staying in no guest house. You can go over there for a party and bring your butt back over here for nighttime. You know what I mean? You're not staying in no guest house. You're gonna be up under my roof. You a child. You know what I'm saying? And I would think that they would get in trouble for that anyway if they knew. However, the judge probably was in their pocket. But so I do believe that the family had their level of issues. The fact that she said, if this is true, that Sarita accused her of being a Jezebel at 15 years old tells me that Sarita got some issues. And then Sarita, let's pull this back up right quick. Sarita, who's trying to seduce him? Girl, who's trying to seduce this joker right here? Who's trying to seduce TD Jakes looking like this? What's she? And look, she looking mean and, she look natural, but Sarita, who trying to seduce your husband looking like that? Ain't nobody trying to seduce him. My cousin smoked marijuana her whole pregnancy, and she still got her baby. Piece of her. I've never heard of somebody losing their child over weed. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard somebody losing their child over weed. It just sounds far-fetched to me. She said, and if she was lying, why would they give her a cease and desist? Also, if she's lying, why haven't they sued her? Well, why? Okay, I understand what you're saying, Kenya. But if Cora illegally adopted your child, then why she ain't got her child back? And she have an attorney. This interview was 2 years ago. Why she haven't gotten her child back? I believe that she took the lady to court, and the courts probably said, "Nah, you gave this child up. You signed the documents." I don't think that you can sign the documents and come back later and be like, "Oops, I was manipulated," and that's what she's trying to do. The young lady that came on the panel yesterday said, after you sign adoption papers, you still got like 60 days or something to change your mind. What happened? What happened to 60 days? For her to change her mind, why wasn't she crying out on the internet within those 60 days to get her child back? Why did she go to the popo? There's a lot of questions. A lot of questions. She said she looked at Christian Rock. It was not illegal. They did it legally, but in a manipulative situation. I do believe that there was some manipulation, but I believe that she knew what she was doing. And she knew what she was doing as far as she knew she was signing over her rights. Yes, I believe she was manipulated, especially if it was weed. If what she said about the weed is true, then yes, she was manipulated. But come on, like what? She wasn't 12. The courts are not trying to unroot that child after so much time in one household. Exactly. How do you do that? How do you take a child that's been living in a household for 10 years and say, oops, we made a mistake. Let me just go on and put you back in your proper place. That's just not how they do things. It's just not how they do things. My bonus kids' mom didn't lose all 5 of her kids. Only our 2 were removed from the home and placed with us. Some women love the idea of seducing someone in power. Oh, you think this? So you think this 15-year-old at the time tried to seduce him? Girl, bye. I don't know. I guess. Woo, child, can you imagine? Get away from my husband. He's mine, all mine. Girl, you can have that. You can have him, child. He looked better as he aged, and that ain't even no compliment. To be honest with you. His daughter looked like him in this picture right here. Cora looked like him in this picture right here. She never had to sign them. The boys was 3 years old and was not even living with her when she signed over her rights. Also, the courts are not trying to. Oh, I read that one. I don't believe the birth mom, but I can understand someone in a vulnerable situation feeling like she can't win against the type of power. Yeah, I think the birth mom is not telling us some things that she's leaving out, but people are believing her story 100%, saying that Cora Jakes basically coerced her into giving up her child. The verdict is still out for me. I'm not convinced that I believe that she was manipulated to a certain extent, but I do not believe that she did not initially agree and then probably changed her mind later on, like, oh shit, what have I done? You know? So, oh yeah, thanks, Chris. Chris said that was me. Okay, yes, that was Chris that came on the panel yesterday, you guys. So anyway, I just think, but I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all know they say the old saying. Some people say you reap what you sow, and some people say the universe will universe. Okay, and we know also it could trickle down to your kids, your friends, your kids, and so forth on. I believe that because of this Diddy situation, a whole can of whoop ass is about to let go, let be released. And I believe that the Jakes family is about to feel that shake, baby. I honestly do. I believe that come 2025, when Diddy goes to court or before, it's about to be an earthquake. What they say, Diddy say, take that. Take that, take that, take. How you say? Take that, 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 take that. I believe the floodgates are about to open up on the Jakes family, and I'm only saying that to say what you do in the dark will come to the light. She mentioned in the interview that the wife knew about it and said, "We know you telling the truth," meaning that they know that their daughter is a liar. If that is the case and they covered for their daughter, knowing the truth, I believe some things about to get rattled up. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, take that, take that, take that, take that, take that, take that. Okay. She said, yep, and not just the Jakes, but a lot of others too. Oh, yeah, 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 Milan. A lot of others too. A lot of others too. I do believe there's going to be a lot of others too. But I believe that TD Jakes' family is going to be amongst those crowd that is going to go through some challenging times in 2025. They're definitely going to go through some challenging times. She said, when you already don't care for a person, they're going to believe whatever people say about them a lot of times, even if it's not true. She said, correction or more, parents has 30 days to appeal and the court has 90 days to respond. Okay. So she said it. So she would have had 30 days to appeal the adoption and the courts would have took 90 days to respond to the appeal. At some point, I believe that this lady was okay with Cora having her son, and then some clicked on her, and she's like, wait a minute. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? And so I think now that she wants her son back, and I just don't think that you would do it like that. But we'll see. She said the Jakes just accused Cora's ex-husband of essaying their adopted daughter. When you say just accused, that's been out for almost 2 years as well. That rumor has been out already, Kenya. I went over that 2 days ago, I think, something like that. The first husband got in trouble. Definitely got in trouble. These religious leaders, I tell you. Cat Williams said a lot of things will come out in 2024, 2024, 2025, 2026. You know what I mean? Hey, love and vibe. So anyway, I do believe that there's going to be a trickle effect of a lot of things that has been done in the dark. They will come to the light. She said, so all of this has been going on for 2 years. Yes, and she still hasn't got custody back. So that's why I'm like, it ain't as cut dry as she trying to make it seem. It's not as cut dry. I believe that she signed them paperwork over. And, you know, whether she smoked weed or smoked something else or got drunk or whatever the case may be, I didn't even think that weed, like I thought weed was just kind of get you down a little bit and make you go to sleep and eat and stuff like that. But I didn't know it make you out of your mind to where you can sign something and not realize what you're doing. He took a plea. They was threatening his family. I haven't found any evidence, only rumors and unknown news sources reporting on the SA. Has anyone else seen anything credible? No, but I just heard that that's what they alluded to. I think I heard that on I heard that last night on well, I had heard it before, but I heard it again last night on Larry Reed live. He's into something, he's in the church some type of way, like into the I don't know, child. He into the church some type of way. Or not maybe not a church, but like he religious some type of way. She said, no, they have no evidence at all. He took a plea deal. Okay. Okay. What kind of weed was that? Girl, I don't know. I don't know if it's the good shit or the bad shit. I don't know, child. All I know is some of this stuff I see that people be doing after smoking weed. I don't want it. I don't want to try it. I don't want to be banging my head on the ground. They be doing some crazy crap. You know what I mean? Thank you, Michelle Jones. Well, we're not going to be on here too much longer. We're going to move on from this story. TD Jakes. Now, you know, we're going to start on John Gray. Now, we ain't done with TD Jakes because, honey, I believe that we're going to find something out real soon about the defamation lawsuit that he filed. And also, we're going to keep up with him and Mr. Diddy. Okay. But we're going to move on down the road. Somebody shot me a story yesterday. I may interject that one, or I may just do John Gray and then come back to that one. But I'll let y'all know. She said, LOL, good shit or bad shit. Yeah, I can do either or more. No, I can't do either. She said, I couldn't believe that man would do something like that when we were younger. I could imagine. What do you mean, Jazzy? I couldn't believe that man would do something like that when we were younger. What happened, Jazzy? What happened? Tell me, girl, tell me. There was another pastor that I went down a rabbit hole with, and he had a Jerry curl. You know what? There's a story that I just did. Well, I didn't just do that. I just heard about. That has to do with a pastor. But let me ask y'all a question: how far back are we safe to go and talk about a story? How far back? How old would a story have to be for you guys to be okay to listen to it? Tell me in the chat. She said, I grew up with Corey ex-husband. Oh, you did, Jazz? You grew up with Cora ex-husband? Oh, wow. So how far back of a story? Chris said it doesn't matter. Mrs. Hurd said a year. Well, it's a story, but it happened in 2008, which I know that's about what, 16 years? So it's about 16 years old, but it's interesting, but I didn't know if y'all want to go back that far. Let me know. Amor, did you hear about the French lady getting pregnant while visiting the dentist? It was 4 men in the room while getting her wisdom tooth pulled. What they do to her? What? Don't matter. True crime shows go way back. They set Brandon up. I wonder what he knows. Hmm. That's crazy work. If 4 men in a dental office ran a train or arred this young lady while she was under anesthesia. Okay, all right, Chris. His sister is still one of my closest friends. I can't believe he did that, even though you can't put anything past people. Oh wow. So anyway, crazy work, crazy work, crazy work. If I wake up from the dentist and my coochie feel touched, I'm gonna say, wait a minute. I'm gonna be like, hold on. Did you touch my coochie? Did you touch my coochie? I'm gonna go down for a tooth and come up with a hut coochie. That's crazy. Okay. Anyway, thank y'all for pulling up. Normally on Fridays we have laugh out loud, but today we finished this one. Did Jenny say she was coming back? Maybe I might do a laugh out loud later because I am definitely not sleepy yet, and it's only 9:18. Did Jenny say she was coming back? Maybe we'll come back together tonight. But if she's talking about Robert, I don't want to. I don't want to hear it. So we can laugh out loud about some other stuff, but I just don't want. I'll support her, but I'm just not really. I don't want to participate because I just feel like us talking about him is helping him get that 20 cent that he used to get when we used to talk about him because he swear, he the motion. So I just don't want to. I don't want to talk about him and bring no motion to his page. Let him work for it, honey. That's what's called hard work. Work. I'm talking hard work. Because I'm working hard for mine too over here, baby. You hear me? She said, let me say this. Say it this way. If you want a story to be trending, it usually need to be something more current, but I personally wouldn't mind going down memory lane. Okay, I understand. Thank you. So did you see the story in Virginia, the kids being kidnapped? Mm-mm. Never has mentioned it, which makes it ever even stranger. Oh, you talking about something else? Well, send it to me, Rita. Send it to talkaboutitwithamore@gmail.com. Talkaboutitwithamore@gmail.com. Talk about it with Amore, the same as the channel at gmail.com. But anyway, who going to bed or who's staying up? Raise your hand. Who's going to bed and who's staying up? Who's going to bed and who's staying up? They found a lady took them down. A lady kidnapped some kids. Shit, she really wanted them kids, didn't she? Child, honey, she gonna be trying to get them back. All right, I see two people say they up. How many people up? I'm gonna call internet sister after this. 3 people said they up. I'm up. I'm talking up. I'm up. I'm talking up. I'm up. She said, I'm on my way to work. Damn, Sean, don't get it, girl. Get it, girl. This story happened in North Carolina. His name is Nathaniel Holder. It is a horrible story. He unalived his white parents. You know, I'm just thankful I ain't never got with a guy that. Let me knock on wood before I say this. I'm glad I'm not with a guy that, you know, could do something like that. Let me just say it like that. That's crazy. Damn. She said, I'm up. My mom has Alzheimer's, so it's a party time. QC said, I'm up for now. Hey, QC. All right, listen, guys. I'm about to get out. Oh, damn, I just hit my elbow. Let me give you guys a big shout out. Let me get this red first, y'all. Look what Tinkers did. She said, I'm more for president. Sis always extending grace and fairness. We love you for that. Thank you so very much, Tinkers. I love this red. Look at this. Keep moving forward, Amore. Love it. Thank you so very much. And then we got Lady V coming in third. We got Tinkers, Barbara, and Lady V. Look at these colors. She said, more, hey, more in chat. Thank you, Lady V. Thank you, Granny of A. Appreciate you. Quane and Wayne, appreciate you. Mrs. Herb, appreciate you. Barbara King, appreciate you. Talonda Binky Bink, appreciate you. Andre, that does hair, appreciate you. And welcome to the family. Levette, appreciate you. I am Glenn for real, appreciate you. Sunshine, appreciate you. Janice, appreciate you. Cheryl, appreciate you. Vanessa, appreciate you. Thank you guys so very much for pulling up. I am going to, let me see. What just happened? Oh, okay. It's Talk About It with Amore. So the name of my channel, Talk About It with Amore at gmail.com. Talk About It with Amore at gmail.com. She says, Amore, are you going to do any more content on videos of people getting locked up? Like when you did the video of the couple that got into it? Yes, I am. So you mean cam videos? Yes. And I have one. I got one that I'm going to do. Yes, I love those. Well, I was going to say something. Sometimes I put my foot in my mouth. Yes, I am going to do those reaction videos. I love those, Love and Vibe. Did y'all like those? I think they're pretty cool because them people be nuts. They be nuts. So yes, I would definitely do commentary on those videos as well. Thank you, Lashina, for participating in $5 Friday. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, girl. She said, I'm getting up ready for my sister's wedding tomorrow. Yay. Go, sister. I'm up. My husband is playing poker at Hollywood. Okay, girl. All right. She says, I love them. Thank you, Love and Vibe. Miss Amore, I can do the Secret Santa this year, but I would be buying. Oh, I can't do the Secret Santa this year, but I will be buying something off your wish list. Oh, thank you. Oh, let me drop my wish list right quick. Did y'all see it? I think it's on my it's on my it's on my Facebook page. Go to my Facebook page and you'll see it. Go to my Facebook page and I put it there so you guys can see it. I'm gonna put it on my YouTube page probably tomorrow. I gotta remember to do it. I'm working on so much stuff. Oh my God, I'm working on so much stuff. I'm really working on stuff. I'm really working on stuff, you guys. She said, a more Christmas wish list is live. Check it out on the community wall. Don't miss the chance to spread some holiday cheer. Also, we have a secret Santa. Hey, Lovette. Lovette, can you drop the secret Santa? I need to put it on my page. But we got the secret Santa link going, you guys. So if you want to participate in the secret Santa, you can. It's a secret Santa gift exchange. If you want to participate, there's a link going around. Lavette, where did you put the link? I can't remember where she put it. Was it in the group? She said, hey, ladies, just waking up. Hey, Lynn. I think you said it's in the group. Thank you, Dorothy, for participating in the $5 Friday. Appreciate you much. Appreciate you much. Oh, it's in the group? Oh, okay. She said, yeah, I saw it already and I purchased something. Yeah, I saw. I got 4 purchases and I was like, oh, y'all gonna have me looking all cute with my bling bling earrings, girl. Did you see those long earrings? I said, y'all gonna have me looking so cute with my bling bling earrings. You hear me? Y'all so sweet. I wasn't gonna do it, but Vet kept on saying, get the list, get the list, get the list, get the list. And I'm like, you know what? Let me get this damn list so this girl leave me alone. She said, yes, Vanessa put it in the group. Okay. Thank you, Vanessa. Appreciate you, love. Appreciate you, love. So me and my daughter, we went to go get our nails done, y'all. Y'all like this? Look. Can y'all see them? I'm going to take a picture and put it on my Facebook page. You probably can't see them because they blend in with my, I'm going to put it on my Facebook page. They're pretty to me. I copied off of my daughter. I damn sure did. I copied off of Jalen. You know, Jalen, she fancy. She said, my mama, we got to get you out this house. Come on, get up, put some clothes on. Let's go. I said, okay. She said, let's go right now. I said, okay. She said, I mean right now. I said, all right. Damn, girl, stop playing. Stop playing. I'm like, okay, let me go. Anyway, but I'm about to go. She said, we really love you over here, not just here for the BS, here for you. Oh, Miss Lady. Thank you. We're going to have more content, you guys. We're going to have more fun. You know, I'm glad we're moving the past. I'm not going to say we ain't going to never have no drama over here, but we ain't going to worry about the particular drama with people that just want attention. You understand what I'm saying? It's just people out here that just want attention. Attention. That's all they want. Attention. So we're going to have some fun and we're going to talk about a lot of more stuff. Okay? You feel me? You feel me? Hold on. Just making sure I am. Yep, I'm good. All right, you guys, hit that thumbs up button on the way out and make sure y'all share. And we will talk again. I don't want to say tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Hit that thumbs up button and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Bye, y'all.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning now one of our names.
Jay!
She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be want to regress on them. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning now